What's up everybody, Bloom for the win, aka Bloom the artist here, and today we're going to be making 3 different levels of Zine. Level 1 is going to be kind of basic, it's not going to have that much to it. Level 2 is going to be more intermediate, and it's going to be a little bit more fancy, but the level 3 Zine is going to be the one that's going to have all the bells and whistles, the sliders, the spinny wheels, all that jazz. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm thinking for level 1, we just keep it really simple. We're just gonna have a piece of paper, cut it in half, and then bam, now all we gotta do is staple these things together. So I'm thinking on here, this is where the cover is gonna be. Right? So here, we got bills to pay, so let's include an advertisement. So this is where the ad's gonna be. And then here, I'm thinking we're gonna do like a flip-a-rama type deal. We're gonna do a flip-a-rama. So we're gonna have like a ball or something, and it's gonna bounce. So it's gonna be like, uh-oh, flip-a-rama. And then here, we're gonna have like, I guess, some more ads, something like that. Like, oh, go watch my latest video. So, just touching things up, just plotting out where I'm gonna do the Beast Machines thumbnail, finishing that. And then here I'm making the Thrift Thursdays, I guess, advert promo picture. I just wanted to play with the colors and make things really bright and fun. So here's that finished. Then we're gonna, instead of doing page numbers, I want to play with like flower petals. So here I'm just testing out how I'm gonna make the animated like flip-a-rama thing. So I'm just plotting that out. And then I'm just going in with the pen to finish it up so it looks more refined. So here's that, giving them a smile, giving them a face, giving them all the above, giving them a nice little bit of drip. Then on this next page, we're gonna add the last little bit of flower petals, aka the page numbers. Bam, 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 bam. He's dancing. So here's the author's note. And yeah, this was just this was fun, just adding cool stuff that interested me or just was cool. I just want this to be like a little page, just telling about who I am, what I do, why I do it, all the above. So here's the answers for those. Here's the questions formatted, and then it's time for the answers. Boom, 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 boom. And that's the first zine completed. Next, moving along to the second zine, I wanted this one to be just a bit bigger. So here I'm going to just play around with comics. It's going to be a comic zine. So the first page is going to be like a gag a day. So it's going to be just a sight gag, a little chindogu, like a useless invention that doesn't really solve any problems. The whole thing with the second one was I want to play with watercolors, because that's a medium I'm not truly familiar with, but you know, what better chance to whip out the watercolors than when making a random zine. So I'm just playing with the colors, making sure they pop. I want it to be like a where it's bright and fancy looking in the center, so it's like it draws your eyes because the radial composition. So I'm just adding some pink here for the fur bikini, and then I'm adding some orange to the trunks. The whole deal with these is that they're supposed to keep you warm when you're swimming in the winter, but why would you be wearing swimsuits in the winter? And then on the back, I'm gonna have a whole comic, which is gonna follow the Chindogu format, not the Chindogu format. It's gonna follow the Yonkoma format, where it's first panel, second panel, third panel, fourth panel. It's just a setup. You continue the story, then the conflict, and then the punchline or the resolution of it. Then now I'm just working on the front of the comic zine cover. So I'm just doing some watercolors. It's gonna be like my little, I don't know, PNG tuber, fursona, I don't know what you'd call it. The me, because my whole thing is I'm Bloom for the win, I'm like a flower or whatever. So I'm just adding in the glasses because can't see that good, so I'm just finishing those up. And I want to use my gold cardstock, because what other time am I going to use the gold cardstock I got from a thrift store? So here's that laid out. And then on the back, I wanted to finish it up. Now it's time for the advanced zine. This one is going to be, it's going to have all the bells and whistles. It's going to have pop outs, it's going to have sliders, it's gonna have spinny papers, all the above really. So I'm just folding it out in the standard zine format and just plotting out where everything's going to be. This one's going to have Surat. This zine is going to be about everything I learned from Surat, or just some of the stuff he taught me. Table of contents on the left there. It's going to be where he is. We're going to have like a fur beard for him. Then on the left we're going to have the color wheel, and that color wheel is going to spin around so you can play with different color schemes. And then here we're going to have a slider where if you mix complementary colors you can get kind of like a gray. And then on the last page I want to do like a pop out, so it's like on one side we have some things and then on the other side we have some things, but when you fold the page you get a full pop out spread, and it's going to be of his most famous painting, Le Grand Jot. So here I'm just playing out the composition, and then on the back we'll just play with some colors. So this is the pointillism Surat. I'm just going in, adding in his beard. Here's the before, and here is the after. So you can see it's really interactive. It's really fun. You can brush it, you can stroke it, whatever you want to do with it. So here I'm just plotting out where everything is going to be. This is the color wheel, and then like I said before, the color complementary colors going in. Roy G. Biv. Now I'm just playing out the slider with the red and the green. So once you mix them, it's going to get kind of like a gray. So that was neat. So I just need to cut that out, and then here it is, just me testing it out in action. And then I'm just coloring in the grass, and then here's a little Easter egg under the hood if you want to look there. And bam, here's all 3 levels of zine. We have the level 1, level 2, and the level 3. Starting off with the first one, we have, the ads for the videos, ads for Thrift Thursdays. Next we have the author's note. You can pause to read that if you like. Just telling about who I am and what I do, why. And then here's the flipperama, turnorama. I believe that's what I called it. Next up on the list, we got the comic zine in all its glory. So there's the cover. It's just basically a table of contents. Here's the gag a day in all its glory, the winter swimsuit, for when you want to stay warm in the cold, which is, counterproductive, counterintuitive. But if you fold it around, here's the Yonkoma. We have the setup where it's like, hey, time for bed, dear. The old lady. Then he pops a pill, but it turns out that's not melatonin, that's melanin. Huh? And then, he goes, call the doctor. Hilarious. Comedy gold. They don't pay me enough for this. And then in the back, we just got the barcode. And then you can fold it back and put it how it was originally. Then lastly, we have the level 3 zine, which is just some stuff I learned from Surat. Want to play with pointillism, just explain a little bit, not really explain, but just show who he was. Shout out Surat, he was really cool with it. Next page, we got the pointillism there. Next page, we have the color wheel, which shows, you can spin that around, play with different color schemes. It's Roy G. Biv, red, orange, green, yellow, blue, indigo, violet. Then subtractive mixing, when you mix 2 complementary colors like purple or yellow, orange and blue, you get kind of a gray, and I'm just demonstrating this when you slide it. But if you add more green, it'll become green. You add more red, it becomes red. And then the piece de resistance, that's a little bit of French because he's French, I guess. You can fold it out. And then on the back, you just got some random colors. So this is a fun little project. This was fun delving into zines. I never made any before this, but hey, now I'm a zine expert. So if you learned anything new or found it entertaining, comment which one's your favorite. Like, share, comment, follow, all the above. See you later.